Alright guys, so today we're going to be installing a new PCV for my new to me Gen 1 B58. Alright guys, so the first thing you want to do is you want to take off this cap right here. Now this part is probably going to be the hardest part of the whole entire job. So I like to use this pry bar right here. You can use a screwdriver, a flathead, or any other pry bar tools that you want or you prefer, but I just like to use this. And you really want to get up under there, try not to break any clips or anything like that. So I'm about to freaking break another clip, and just pop it up. And voila, damn, that shit is bad. So, you guys look closely, this is what your PCV is supposed to look like. Alright, no cracks, no holes. Most of the problems you'll see is that there's little punctures right here on the inside, and that can cause, you know, smoke to come out your tailpipes. If you ever look at any of my races on YouTube or anything like that, you'll see that a lot of smoke comes out my tailpipes at higher speeds, and this could be the problem. So now that you know what a good one looks like, this is what mine looks like. So mine is all ripped up, bent. Although there isn't any cracks on the inside, this sealing part is broken, so that's probably what's causing all of that smoke to come out. So now we're going to replace this, and then we'll use a little method that I've seen on YouTube that we're gonna try out today. So because this is the only bad part, these are considered rebuild kits, so you don't have to use all of the new parts like this or the spring. You literally just use the part that is broken. So we're just gonna be installing this part. I already have the old spring in, I already have whatever this is, I already have this back in. And then now we're just gonna lay this on here like this. And then the trick is to take your cap, or I don't know what my old cap is. Take your cap and you wanna hold it in place. Now, you could use a hammer or anything, but you want to have some weight on it. And then this is to ensure that it's still sitting properly on the inside. And then we're gonna start the car and it should just suck all the way in.
Alright, so now you can see we have a little ratchet on there. Couldn't find the hammer, so we do that on there. And what he's about to do now is start the car, and it should just go right in. Yeah, you're good.
Alright, so as you guys can see, it did work a little bit. You said it worked? Yeah. So it worked. Now we're just gonna put this cap on. Again, this is probably the hardest part of the whole entire job. You wanna put it on, but you wanna make sure it is. Oh, why is that just so fucking easy now, bro?
Because the spring is already down.
Because you remember when we did it, this shit was like hard as fuck?
We were finding the spring basically. So.
Well, clearly that was a lot easier than we expected. The first time we did this, like my boy said, we were fighting against the spring, so it was really hard to push down the cap. This one was a lot easier, I'm assuming because it already set since we turned on the car. All you want to do is just make sure that your cap is fully. All you want to do is make sure your cap is fully on.
Can you bring it in? Nah.
You can kind of push it down, make sure everything is set without breaking it, of course. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you install a PCV on a Gen 1 B58.